Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, tag or tag 1, 2, however you want to call me, I don't really care. And welcome back to World of Tanks, this time around to patch 1.4.1, I think, I'm not sure, or it's patch 1.41.1. That could also be the case. Either way, this patch doesn't really bring a lot of new features. It did rework several Chinese tanks though, so that's the main aspect of this patch. They have reworked and revamped and buffed certain vehicles. I think there's the 121, it's the 110, and most importantly, the Type 59, which is I think one of the most iconic Tier 8 premium medium tanks or premium Tier 8 tanks in the game. And the Type 59 has gotten some really nice little adjustments, because I think Wargaming have noticed that the players are calling out for the days where they were able to play the Type 59 and just wreck everything, because back in the days there wasn't as much power creep as there is today, because the power creep was the Type 59. But either way, let's talk about those changes real quickly, and then we're gonna jump into a game and we're gonna have some fun. So the Type 59, they did change several things in the mobility department, the firepower department, and I think that's it. So it did gain an additional 4 kilometers per hour top speed, so it now has the top speed of 60 kilometers per hour, which is pretty nice. You can buff that even more if you have the right equipment on this vehicle, but since I'm a bit of a cheap player and I haven't really updated my Type 59 ever since I first gotten this tank before they introduced Equipment 2.0, I'm still running kind of a loadout that is from back in the day, so I haven't really changed that. Should do that, probably. Should change it to get me some more engine power and, some 5 kilometers per hour top speed. 65 kilometers, that's pretty neat. That's like 10 kilometers per hour top speed more than you had previously. Then they also decreased the dispersion, I think, by 0.04. So that's a pretty nice step. You can see my tank is not too bad. 0.33 accuracy at 100 meters is pretty nice. They have decreased the reload time as well. Your DPM has gone up by, I think, 120. So this tank generally has gotten some nice buffs, and that will make this Tier 8 medium tank probably more competitive, a bit closer to the Tier 8 medium tanks that are running out right now, like the Object 274A or the other Tier 8 premium that was just released, the medium one that I just forgot about. But either way, we're going to jump into a game, we're going to test out the Type 59, and then we're going to see just how well it performs or how little the changes have effect on the gameplay of this tank. But either way, having better DPM, having more speed, having a more accurate kind of gun, I think you're gonna have quite a few nice little goodies added on top of that. So I can imagine now that Wargaming are going to be selling the Type 59, that it's like, oh my god, look, it's upgraded, time for you to buy it. But either way, the Type 59, a very special tank. I think it's very dear to most players, and it's very dear to their heart and very close to their heart, and I have to say that is definitely the case with my Type 59. This is or used to be my first Chinese tank at all, and I also have another Type 59 on the alternative account, which I haven't really played on in about 8 years, where I still have the T29 and I think the T32 unlocked, but I haven't gone any further. But I do have the Type 59 on that account, and I did own the Type 59 on that account first. But that's a different story, because let's not dive too much into that story. It's not very important. So either way, we're playing on fjords, and we're going to go into this very aggressive position right here, where we can do some damage in our Type 59. We have to be very careful, considering that this is a space the artillery really likes to pound away if you do stick here too long. But this is a very powerful position in both directions, and I want to utilize this position as good as I can, and hopefully I can push into this Type 62. Who is, I think, is he running now? There is the Super Hellcat. Also a nice tank. I've just played it recently. Super Hellcat. Look at that. That reload time is really nice. Now, to be fair, the Type 59 never had any issues bullying tier 6 tanks. This tank never had any problems going up against tier 6 and tier 7 vehicles. So I don't think that ever was an issue when you were playing the Type 59. But going up against those tier 10 and tier 9 vehicles, the Type 59 did suffer from several different issues, and mostly it's just the armor that's not holding up, and also the gun that just will not allow you to be very competitive against those tier 9 and tier 10 vehicles. But obviously that makes a lot of sense, because, you know, fighting against tier 9 and tier 10 vehicles is not supposed to be easy in a tier 8 vehicle. And if the matchmaking is good or decent enough, you will not have to face tier 9 vehicles when you're playing the Type 59, or at least no tier 10 vehicles. That would be ideal if you ask me. So either way, the reason why this position is so strong is because you have basically the opportunity and the ability to fire and to engage two kind of positions at the same time. Now, that can be a bit of a problem as well if you are getting overwhelmed in this position, but mainly I'd say that if you have a bit of knowledge of this map, this middle part is such a vital position that can really win your games, because I'm now able to support the guys in the north. When they spot something up there, I can just shoot them, and the tanks down in the city, I can fire at them, and I have maximum protection, while at the same time having the best kind of flexibility in terms of what do I want to engage, where do I want to support my team in. And obviously I can also get to any place on the map from here pretty damn quickly. I just need to decide which route I want to take. You might have heard a Steam notification. I hope that the person is not going to be writing to me anymore, but just in case, if you heard that, I'm sorry. I'm also playing different games, not just World of Tanks, and I feel ashamed right now. Yeah, but either way, I'm kind of waiting for that huge wave of enemies driving into our base, because I think they will try to move up. And as you can see right there, the 50 TP just got absolutely hammered by several vehicles right there. But since we're so far away, we can just freely shoot him, and we can either try to track him or we can kill him and knock him out directly. The thing is, right now in this position, since we are rather passive, what I want to be doing is I want to help out this IS-3, because I am a tier 8 and I do have the opportunity to help out my team. And I think it might just be too late for that IS-3. So... oh no. Right there, we knock out the Skoda T25, and we do get punished for that very stupid decision to drive out in the open. The thing is, right now, I wanted to help out the IS-3, but I should have seen that it was too late for the IS-3, because we probably would have had to move in a lot sooner. But what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to go around. I'm going to go to the corner where the IS-3 was, and I'm going to be putting some pressure on the KV-2 and the Tiger 1. hopefully my team can hold the north while we push the south. And my rate of fire should be good enough to deal with the Tiger 1 and maybe the KV2 if I play it smart. But it could definitely be it still is a dangerous undertaking right now because I'm all by myself, and maybe I should overthink my my idea of flanking these guys right now. But I am getting some support by the Firefly, and those guys who are now driving into the middle. There's the KV2. I just have to put one more shell into him to knock him out, but unfortunately for us, that KV2 just went around the corner. There's a Tiger 1 right next to us. And the thing is, I can work this Tiger 1. He does have a better rate of fire than me though. But now we just have to... Whew, that was really close. He was also firing APCR ammunition right there. And yeah, it worked out in the end. We lost way too much HP. I think if the KV2 had a shot at us with a high explosive shell, he would have managed to knock us out without a problem. Now I just missed the Super Hellcat, but do not be afraid. We're going to clean him up. There's one artillery piece that is constantly trying to hit us, and he's only stunning us, but he's not able to actually do any damage to us, since it's probably the AMX or the M44. Oh, and he just already his own friend. Oh, and there we go. Yeah, I'd say it's a fair result in the end to get killed by the artillery. I was definitely a bit too careless with my HP. So the armor on the Type 59 still, I mean, it's decent enough, definitely, especially at tier 6 and tier 7. This is the ideal matchmaking that we have. And I forgot, the Type 59 does have preferential matchmaking. You will never face tier 10 vehicles. I forgot to say that. Yeah, you're never going to be facing tier 10 vehicles in the Type 59. You're only ever going to be facing tier 9 tanks. So with these new buffs, I have to be honest, I really like them. It's always nice to see such a vehicle coming back and having, you know, given back the role that it used to have, even though it was just a tier 8 match. Nothing too special right here, but still a lot of fun to play. Type 59 is a very nice tank nonetheless. Still one of definitely my favorite Chinese tank ever in World of Tanks. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. We did do quite nicely right there. We managed to go to stage 51 and we received some kind of style, which is also very nice. And we get that ×2 experience booster on top of it. And we've made 154,000 credits on top of that. That's very, very nice. So yeah, Type 59, give it a try. It's a very nice tank. Those buffs, you can really feel the top speed. The DPM, I mean the reload time already wasn't too bad either, but having that additionally really does help you out even more. So the Type 59 still is a very nice and solid choice in my opinion. So I think it's definitely time to start to mark this Type 59, since I've played most of my battles in the Type 59 on the alternative account. But either way, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this. As always, I'll see you on the next video. Have a good one. Until then, peace out.